How can I get a deaf person's attention? This is an excellent question and I'm going to answer it in today's video. My name is Emily. I have a moderate to severe hearing loss. I was born with it. It's genetic. And I wear hearing aids during my waking hours of the day. But let's say I take my hearing aids out. How can my husband, a loved one, or a friend get my attention? I hope you stick around to the end of this video because if you do, I'm going to share an important way that my husband gets my attention when my hearing aids are in. Let's get to it. All right, so if you want to get a deaf person's attention, this can pose a challenge for some people, especially hearing people, because they forget that they hear. And hearing doesn't come as easily to us deaf people as it does for others. Now, I want to clarify, I am deaf as in little d deaf, and so I am hard of hearing. Again, I wear hearing aids. Okay, so starting this video, I just want to say people with hearing loss are people and we have opinions. And so if you want to know how to get a particular deaf or hard of hearing person's attention, ask them what they prefer. They will likely give you the best way that they prefer for you to get their attention. Hopefully that makes sense. Here are some ideas of how to get a deaf person's attention. The key is to make the attention grabber visual. So you can tap their shoulder, wave your hand. Movement catches our eyes, and so naturally that may be a good way to grab attention. Number 3, you can knock. For some deaf and hard of hearing people, knocking causes a vibration, which naturally causes us to gravitate our attention towards that knock and therefore you. This next method is similar. Number 4 is stomping. If you stomp on the ground, again, we can feel those vibrations and naturally we look towards the vibration, which is you. So you can get our attention that way. And last but not least, you can flick lights off and on if you are in an indoor environment. Whatever you do to grab a deaf person's attention, you will likely know that they are aware of the fact that you're trying to get their attention when they turn and make eye contact with you. At that point, continue to communicate as you would with them. So I hope those 5 ideas help you. Of those 5 that I shared, I would definitely say that 1 and 2, tapping my shoulder and waving a hand, are the ways that my loved ones get my attention, especially when I have my hearing aids out. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I just want to share one way that my husband gets my attention when I have my hearing aids in. My husband calls my name to get my attention. Once I've responded and turned and faced him, then he'll continue with whatever he wanted to say. We've just found that if he just starts talking to me, I have to say, wait, what? Sorry, repeat yourself. And that can stem confusion and frustration. But as my husband has made a mental note to always say, hey, Emily, wait for me to turn and face him and then say what he wanted to say, he usually does not have to repeat himself. And that is beneficial for both of us. And I've asked that other friends and family members do this as well, because when my name is called, I can turn, I can focus, I can listen, I can pay attention better, and it drastically reduces the number of what's and the number of times that I have to ask people to repeat themselves. So be sure to know that if your hard of hearing or deaf loved one has a hearing loss and they do wear assistive devices such as hearing aids like I do, just remember that they help, but they don't solve all the problems. So if you can prevent problems by getting our attention before you communicate with us, we can promise that it will drastically improve the chances of that communication going smoothly and both individuals understanding what's going on. If you got something out of this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have any video recommendations, please let me know in the comments below. I am always looking for great video recommendations. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.